chicken calls of mama, I'm showered to handle now, yes I am. Let's try to speak loud in the words, and I'm a man with the greatest fear. Got the knock on me, but I love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertise the love for free, so you can place a bed with me. So mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Hey, hard to handle that.
Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth.
Well, good afternoon and welcome, everybody. It's a great day out here at American River College. We're at Becky Russ Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. My name is Mark, the Phantom Low. Over there is Riley, the engineer. Sometime today, we will be joined by the man himself, Stones McCoy. Allegedly, to my right, of course, DJ Mack, our scoreboard operator, and Matt Pearson, the voice of the PA here at American River College. He is doing some good work over there. He's already announced today's sophomores. It's sophomore day for the Beavers. Just a trio of sophomores. We've got shortstop Savannah Haynes, second baseman Kayla Adams, and on the bench today, not in the lineup, Madison Devon, all three instrumental in the Beavers, who are at 20, 13, and 1 on the season, and more importantly, 13 and 6 in Big 8 conference play. These are the final two conference games for the Beavers. As they sit a half game behind Modesto for the number one spot. The Pirates have 3 games remaining in their season, a doubleheader against Cosumnes River tomorrow and a single game against Delta. So they've got some pretty stiff competitions. We have 5 teams atop the standings in the Big 8. Modesto at 13 and 5, the Beavers 13 and 6, Cosumnes at 11 and 7. Delta 12 and 8, and Sac City at 10 and 8. So a lot of activity up top. The Beavers looking to get 2 wins here against the Wolverines, who are 9-25 and 1 and 3 and 15 on the conference season. Felicia Lipinski going out to the mound looking for her 13th win in conference. She's 12 and 3 with an ERA of 1.43. Her first pitch to Savannah Grigsby is a strike, and we are underway here at Becky Russ Field. Glad you could join us for a doubleheader on this fine afternoon, this breezy afternoon. Grigsby takes another strike, 0-2. A breezy afternoon, blowing from left to right field and blowing some of the posters for sophomore day all over the place. Good crowd out here on a Friday afternoon. People still trickling in for this one. Grigsby, Montoya, and Laguerre will be the first 3 hitters for the Wolverines. These two teams met earlier in the season. It was nominally a home game for Sierra College, but field conditions caused it to be moved here to Becky Russ Field. That's a swing and a miss, and Grigsby's down on strikes. The Beavers won, but it was a hard-fought, come-from-behind, back-and-forth 9-6 affair. So the Beavers win the first game of this series, and with 1 out, Whitney Montoya at .254 on the campaign will be our hitter. She's out of El Dorado Hills. Left-handed hitter. No home runs, 5 runs batted in, 11 runs scored for the Wolverines. That one is a little bit high from Lipinski. Wolverines with just the single home run on the season. It's Mallory Hamilton who's batting in the 4th spot. Sienna Laguerre is hitting 3rd. She'll in the on-deck circle. That's fouled off. So Laguerre, then Hamilton, Iris Perez batting 5th. Hannah Jernigan, the right fielder, hits 6th. It's Mariah Frasky, the second baseman, batting 7th. Pitcher Lily Cruz hits 8th, and Maddie Bell, the third baseman, hits 9th. The Mallory Mussoff is the flex, and she is the catcher for the Wolverines today. That one's lined and snagged out of the air by Lindsay Paredes for out number 2. Could have been trouble if it got by Lindsay, but she stuck out the left arm, and 2 outs quickly here in the top of the first, and that'll bring up Sienna Laguerre.
Number 8, TP, CC Laguerre.
Out of Roseville, a freshman, coming in here with a .290 average. She is the designated player and swings and misses. Taylor Martinez, the head coach at Sierra College. Of course, the Beavers, Lisa Delgado, Felix Vigil, Cynthia Ozakvera, and Bree Romero, the coaching staff on the third base side. And that is a nice-looking pitch in there for strike two. As Lipinski coming off a one-hitter in a 5-inning win over Folsom Lake on Tuesday, which the Beavers won 8-0. Here's the pitch on the way. It's outside. Moved Felicia's record to 12-3 in conference play. 97 strikeouts in 102 innings and a 1.43 earned run average. 1-2 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts and a line out in the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Wolverines nothing. Beavers coming to bat.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I'm not. I didn't want me.
yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe
I-
sounds like that. 'Cause I know
Generally,
Fine.
again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
Beavers coming up here in the bottom of the first inning against Lily Cruz, the left-hander, making her season debut, according to all the stats I could run down. The left-hander out of Lakeport, California. She'll face Jennifer Wiley, Kaylee Hunt, and Felicia Lipinski. Wiley at .346 on the year. She has a pair of home runs, 20 batted in, and 29 runs scored. She is a freshman out of Union Mine High School. And she's facing Lily Cruz. That is inside. In fact, it's inside as much. It hit her right around the right hip, and she will go down to first base. Our first base runner of the game is a little bit painful, but Kaylee Hunt comes to the plate, the freshman out of Bella Vista. Hitting .274, 12 runs batted in, and 23 runs scored for Kaylee Hunt. She is out in center field for the Beavers today. Madison Demon not in the lineup, moved a couple of people around and moved the batting order around. Lipinski has gone from her usual number 1 spot. She's hitting in the 3 spot. Hunt puts it down, and it's foul behind home plate. After Lipinski, Kayla Adams hitting 4th. She has been on a tear lately. Had a big home run in the game on Tuesday. Lindsay Paredes batting 5th. Addie Susag hitting 6th in right field. Then Kai Williams, who's moved into second base, batting 7th. Savannah Haynes, the shortstop, hits 8th. And Jill Theodoro, the left fielder, batting in the number 9 spot. It's hit up in the air toward right field. Coming on is Jernigan, and she'll make the catch for the first out. So Hunt flies to Hannah Jernigan in right field. And that'll bring up Felicia Lipinski. Jernigan in right, Perez in center, Montoya in left for the Wolverines. They've got Bell, Grigsby, Farassi, and Hamilton along the infield. And behind the plate, Mallory Mussoff. Lily Cruz on the mound. Lipinski hitting .364. Had a couple runs batted in on Tuesday to pump her season total up to 24, along with 5 home runs. Check swing, and there goes the runner. The throw's going to be a little offline out into center field, but staying at second base is Wiley. Mallory Mussoff with the throw a little bit on the second base side, and shortstop Grigsby trying to run it down. The pitch was a ball, so it's 1-0 on Lipinski. She has driven in 24. She has scored 36 for the Beavers. Again, she's usually the leadoff hitter for Coach Lisa Delgado. Cruz delivers 1-0. It's outside, 2-0. Again, a back-and-forth affair between these teams. A couple of weeks ago, the Beavers won that one eventually 9-6. Lipinski with the 2-0 count here. Lines it down the left field line. It's giving chase in the left field corner, but can't get it is Whitney Montoya as it was slicing away from the left fielder. And Lipinski will come back 2 balls and 1 strike. Alicia, a freshman out of Dixon High School. followed by Kayla Adams. DJ Mack is our scorekeeper, but she's also taking phone calls from Mom because, Mom has to check in with her baby and see how she's doing over here, 2 balls, 1 strike. Penske pops that one up. Grigsby, and then at second baseman, Farassi comes over in front of second base and makes the catch. So a big out right there for Lily Cruz to get Lipinski to pop out. And here's Kayla Adams, who is, as we said, has been hot lately. She's kicked the average up to 418. A home run on Tuesday gives her 8 for the season, 33 runs batted in, 31 runs scored. And she'll come up to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Kayla's a sophomore out of Rockland High School. 2 great years here for the Beavers under Coach Delgado. She'll take that one on the outside corner, strike 1. Nice location from Lily Cruz. Wiley's still at second base, but now 2 outs. Outfield basically playing medium deep for Kayla Adams. She fouls that one back to the screen. So Cruz gets ahead 0-2. She hit the first batter, then got a fly out and a pop-up, and she's ahead of Kayla Adams 0-2.
I think it's a little bit bigger, though.
I don't think we've seen outfield play this shallow all season long against the Beavers. Cruz ahead 0-2. Swing and a miss. She got her on strikes. Big inning for Cruz. She bounces back from the hit batter. Goes 1-2-3. We go to the second. Beavers nothing, Wolverines nothing.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari building.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Both pitchers impressive in the first inning. We go to the top of inning number 2. Felicia Lipinski will face Mallory Hamilton, Iris Perez, and Hannah Jernigan. 4, 5, and 6 for the Wolverines. Hamilton, the freshman out of Lincoln, with the only home run for the Wolverines this year, and she's driven in 22 runs, and she takes the ball right there. She's sitting at 305 is Mallory Hamilton at first base. Fans still settling in for this one. Got 2. Swing and a miss by Hamilton. 1-1. The Wolverines have 1 game remaining after this. Next Tuesday, they will host Sac City. Hamilton takes that one and misses by a bit. 2 balls and 1 strike on Mallory. Chop foul down the third base line. Evens it up at 2-2. You were just ahead of it, DJ Mack. You knew it was going to be 2 strikes. You just got there early. That's all right. Nobody does it better than DJ Mack on the scoreboard. And maybe J-Dog. J-Dog's pretty good, too. But she's more of a baseball scoreboard operator, and DJ Mack is more of a softball scoreboard operator. Never, DJ Mack, never. 2-2 pitch is blooped foul outside the third into one of the carts that the big wigs, the muckety-mucks, drive around all the time. Oh, it's Lou over there. It's 2-2, and Riley, as you know, 2-2 means that's fouled out of play, stays 2-2. Usually it's you doing your Richard Nixon or me doing my Ringo Starr. But now we got the guy last time, and I know you didn't know what he meant. At the baseball game, he came up after. Don't forget Chuck Woolery back in 2 and 2. So we've got another entry. That's hit well to left field. That might get out of here. And it's one bounce to the fence. Hamilton will motor into second base with a stand-up double. First hit of the game is a big one for the Wolverines. It's a Mallory Hamilton double. And they'll bring up Iris Perez. Got behind in the count, evened it up at 2-2, and then Hamilton with the big cut. Thought it had a little more carry to it, but remember we got a wind blowing out and it's blowing in at the moment, so it might have affected that one from Hamilton. And here's Perez at 250 on the season. She watches one, and it is a strike, 0-1. Iris from El Dorado Hills, a freshman, playing in center field. She shows bunt, bunts it right back to the pitcher. Lipinski's going to go quickly to first. It's a sacrifice. It moves Hamilton over to third. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. And with one out and a runner at third, Hannah Jernigan will be the hitter. Hannah, another freshman. She's out of West Sac. And Hannah with a .295 average, 7 runs batted in. Looking for number 8 here with Hamilton down at third base and just one out. Jernigan out in right field for the Wolverines. She slices that one out of her own dugout. And I don't know if she has a grudge or something, but that one was a screamer over toward the dugout. And it'll be 1-1. I don't want to ascribe any motives to her or anything like that. Colleen Markey, Joe Asara, Rianne Martinez, and Sam Lorge, assistant coaches. That one's popped up short right field, coming on. Right fielder coming back is Williams, but she doesn't realize there's a runner at third, and she tags and scores. So it turns into a sacrifice fly for Jernigan. She gets an RBI.
Second baseman Mariah Ferrasi.
The pop fly carried Williams out and toward short right field. She stuck with it. Really good base running by Hamilton to score the first run of the ball game. Jernigan picks up RBI number 8. And I'll bring up Mariah Ferrasi, the second baseman out of Orland, California. She hits one foul back against the screen. 1-1 on Mariah. Hitting 192 with a pair of runs batted in. Shows bunt, bunts at it, foul. So low-key play in this inning, the sacrifice by Iris Perez to move Hamilton over to third, allowing her to score on that pop fly. That time Ferrasi, though, she's going for the base hit and fouls it off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That is a little too high, 2-2. 2 balls, that's right, Richard Nixon. Thank you, Riley. 2-2. Chuck Woolery. The dating game, you ever watch it, huh? Fouled off. Now, these days, the dating game, if I explained it to you, you'd probably think it was kind of rudimentary because, you got Love Island and all this stuff now, and you got Blind Date and all this stuff. It's not like, it was like a forerunner of those like 40 or 50 years ago. It was a much more tame version. 2-2 pitches popped up, and we might get that one. Matt Pearson, to his credit, made the reach for it. Of course, he was checking his phone to see if there's any Eagles news. I guess Phillies news now. There's no Sixers news. Although no one can make funny about the Sixers with the Kings doing what they were doing in the last couple of days, Matt, so you're okay. Swing and a miss. Bensky gets another strikeout, but the Wolverines put one up on the board in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. They lead it 1-0.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Fast swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kidder. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of inning number 2 from Becky Restfield, Mark the Phantom Lowe, Riley the Engineer, DJ Mack, and Matt Pearson. And he announces Lindsay Paredes as the next hitter. Lindsay at .419 on the season, .314 in conference play, 10 home runs overall. Lily Cruz with a strikeout in the bottom of the first. She hit a batter, but stranded that batter at second base. And here's Paredes, who takes outside for a ball. Lindsay, a freshman out of Pleasant Grove High School, has been solid all year. 10 home runs, 33 runs batted in, 30 runs scored. Addie Susak and Kai Williams to follow here in the bottom of the second inning. Beavers trailing 1-0. Paredes takes inside for a ball, 2-0. Lily Cruz, a freshman out of Lakeport, making her debut here today. 2-2 pitch misses ball 3, a little bit high, a little bit outside. So Lindsay way ahead in the count. Head coach Lisa Delgado coaching down at third base. Giving the instructions to number 23. Beavers wearing the home whites today. That one is right down the middle. Wolverines with the black and purple combination. I'm not calling it wine red. It looks purple to me, Riley. Maroonish, perhaps. 3-1 on Lindsay Paredes, leading off the bottom of inning number 2. Fouls that one off. Good-looking pitch. She didn't get a good swing at it, and it's 3-2. Cruz went high and away to get Kayla Adams in the first. Let's see if she tries the same tact against Lindsay Paredes here in the second, as she's gone from a 3-0 count to getting back in it at a full count here at 3-2. And it's high and outside, ball 4. So whether she did or not, that's where the pitch was. Second base runner for the Beavers as Paredes opens up the second with the base on balls. Addie Susag will be the hitter. Addie with a big 2 RBI single in the game on Tuesday. Pumps her season total up to 11. Hitting .271. .237 in conference play, and in conference play she has 7 of her 11 runs batted in, so she's been huge for the Beavers. She takes outside for a ball, 1-0. I thought she might be squaring away. Kai Williams on deck. Maddie Bell at third base playing in for the Wolverines, anticipating that sacrifice. Also over at first base is Hamilton playing in. Addie swings and fouls it back off the screen. So it is 1-1. Mallory Hamilton goes and retrieves that down the first base line. Beavers and Modesto Junior College Pirates getting ready for a 2 p.m. first pitch over on Beaver Field there to our left. So we got it all going on here. Addie's going to bunt that one down the first base line. It's a fair ball. It's a nice bunt by Addie Susag, picked up by Hamilton. Gets over to Ferrasi for the out at first base, but it's a successful sacrifice for Susag. Put out goes 3-4, and it brings up Kai Williams. Kai Williams hitting it at .235. Scored 6 of her 7 runs that she scored in conference play. Average a little bit lower in conference. She shows bunt. She bunts it back to the pitcher, going over to first base and got the out there, and going over to third is Paredes.
For the Beavers, number 9, shortstop.
So 2 outs, and Savannah Haynes coming to the plate. Savannah at .215 with 11 runs batted in. 7 of those are in conference play, and she scored 4 runs. Another sophomore honored today on Sophomore Day out of Casa Roble High School. Up here with the tying run at third and 2 outs. Cruz's delivery is on the outside corner for a strike on 1. Mallory Mussoff behind the plate for the Wolverines. And Lily Cruz out on the mound, the left-hander from Lakeport. Jill Theodoro is on deck for the Beavers, heading in the number 9 spot. Haynes watches that one go high. Evens it up at 1-1. Lindsay Paredes, who led the inning off with a walk, she is at third as a result of 2 bunts, moving her over. Haynes hits a little bloop round to left field. That is down for a base hit, and that'll tie the game. Savannah Haynes comes through for the Beavers, and they are tied at 1. Big hit for Savannah Haynes. A dozen runs batted in, and the Kai Williams bunt that moved Lindsay over from second to third was huge because I don't know if she'd have been able to score on that base hit since Montoya came in and got on the ball very quickly. So here's Jill Theodoro as we are tied at 1. That's the first hit for the Beavers. Jill at 157 hits one sharply foul outside down the right field line, and it is 0-1. Out of Del Oro High School, Jill Theodoro playing in left field, has 9 runs batted in on the season. She watches that one go outside. There goes the runner. The throw's going to be a little too late. The swipe tag by Grigsby, but underneath it is Savannah Haynes, putting herself in possible scoring position for Jill Theodoro. Mussoff come up and got a pretty good throw out there. Got it down there quickly, and Grigsby's tag just misses the sliding Savannah Haynes. 1-1 on Jill. Watches that one outside for a ball, 2-1. Just misses that outside corner. Jennifer Wiley, top of the order on deck for ARC. Trying to close out the conference season in impressive fashion here. Build off the win over Folsom Lake on Tuesday, an 8-0 5-inning affair. Theodore lines it, but foul down the right field line. And now it is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jill. Little Nixon, little 2-2, little Ringo Starr. We got 2-2 everywhere. We do appreciate that fan who came up and submitted the Chuck Woolery. It's a little off the beaten path, but if you know, you know. It's one of those situations. And the umpire's doing it now, too, except he's doing it umpire 2-2. Outside and low, good eye by Jill. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes on the Beavers left fielder and sometimes pitcher. That's hit hard and hit foul over 2 unsuspecting fans standing there minding their own business. And they say, you know, I'll go get it. But no, a little kid says, no, I am on Easter break. I'll go get it. And he will, although he's going like 2 miles away from where it is. Oh, boy. That's fouled off again. That one will stay in the park. So Jill Theodore staying tough at 3 balls and 2 strikes as the left-hander Lily Cruz keeps putting it close enough to take a swipe at. Beavers have scored once this inning. Paredes leads off with a walk and scores on the Savannah Haynes 2-out single to tie this game up at 1. Theodoro slams it foul down the right field line again. She's got the right trajectory, just the direction is not working out for her. So we'll go back and do a 3-2 once again on Jill. Line drive right field. That's a base hit. It's going to be tough for Haynes to try to score. The throw goes to first base. Haynes turns. She slides, reaches in. She's safe. Theodoro goes to second. Slides in. She is safe as well. Beavers lead 2-1. Theodoro with an RBI single to score Savannah Haynes. The throw went to first from Jernigan, and she had a good chance to get the runner at first. Hamilton threw it to the plate, and Haynes just got around the tag. Theodoro taking advantage of that, goes all the way down to second, and that throw barely misses Jill. And the Beavers have scored twice with 2 2-out RBI singles, and Jennifer Wiley will be the hitter. Jill Theodoro fouled off about 5 in that same trajectory, and she finally moved it over it like I suggested, Riley, and it worked out pretty well. Riley doesn't want to give me any credit at all.
For the Beavers, number 11, catcher.
So here's Jennifer Wiley, the freshman out of Union Mine, who comes in hitting at .346 on the season, .333 in conference. She has a home run, 5 RBI, and 21 runs scored in conference play. Here's Jennifer with the runner at second. She takes a ball, 1-0. Beavers getting it going from the bottom of the order, starting with that walk to Paredes, a couple of bunts, a single and another single, and they lead it 2-1. Wiley, chopper foul. Jennifer has home run power. She has 2 on the season, 1 in conference. 1 ball and 1 strike on the catcher out of Union Mine. Watches that one go outside, 2-1. Again, Wolverines outfield playing shallow, which is why Jernigan probably gave it a try at first base to try to get Theodoro. And again, almost did. It allowed Haynes to come around third and score. That one's off speed. Tried to time it, but fouled it. 2-2 now. Kaylee Hunt on deck for the Beavers. Beavers have not had a great home record on the season. 5 wins, 9 losses on the year. 15-4 on the road with a tie. 2-2 coming up to Wiley. Grounder down the first base line. That I thought was a foul ball. It is a foul ball. Nice snag on there by Mallory Hamilton, but she was in fair territory. The glove and the ball were in foul territory, which is a foul ball, so it's 2-2 once again on Jennifer Wiley. Popped up again. Could have been to us. Matt Pearson's over it all. He says, forget it. I'm checking my phone. What are you looking up over there? Are you watching the game on YouTube? Stones Broadcast Networks or ARC Athletics YouTube? That's a good idea. You might want to subscribe to that as well. It'd be a great idea. Almost 2,000 subscribers. That's Inside gets away, and going on third will be Theodoro, and she's thinking about stretching her luck and decides, I think I'll hang out right here. She goes to third on the wild pitch. A full count now on Jennifer Wiley. Have you subscribed to both ARC and Stones Broadcast Networks, Matt? Okay, good. Very good. He's a fine gentleman. Yeah, well, the Overflow channel is where all the good stuff is. 3-2 pitch. Hammered into right center. That's over the head of the center fielder. Wiley rounds first. She'll get second easily. She'll think about third. What's held up at second with an RBI double. And the Beavers have scored 3 times here in the second. They lead it 3-1. RBI number 21 for Jennifer Wiley. And that one again over the center fielder's head. Perez, I don't know if she was playing deeper. She would have had a chance. That ball was clubbed by Jennifer Wiley. The Beavers lead at 3-1 now as Theodoro scores. All 3 of these runs scoring with 2 outs for the Beavers. They came up with clutch hits from Haynes, Theodoro, and now Wiley. Kaylee Hunt will be the hitter. The Wolverines having a chat on the mound with Lily Cruz, who was almost out of this inning after consecutive bunts moved Paredes over to third, but 2 outs in the inning, and then Savannah Haynes delivers the single down the left field line. Theodoro gets one to right field, and then Wiley clubbing the double over the head of Iris Perez in center to pick up yet another RBI. Her 6th in conference play, and that'll bring up Kaylee Hunt. Kaylee flied out to short right field back in the first inning, so she is 0 for 1. Beavers with 3 straight hits against Cruz, and here is Hunt. Right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. I had the feeling Kaylee might try to drop one down there, but she let that one go. Bell at third is about 2 steps in front of third base. Hamilton the same over at first. Here's the 0-1 from Cruz. That's hit high in the air to center field. Moving over is Perez. She's got room, and she'll make the catch in right center field. The Beavers score 3. We go to the third. They're on top, 3-1.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Town. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington. Benjamin Moore.
Top of the third, Beavers on top, 3-1, just grooving to the sounds of 21 Savage. Between innings, Riley, are you familiar with 21? A little bit. What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? He had a collab with Drake, and I don't know, that's problematic right now. Here's Lily Cruz starting us off in the top of the third inning. Swings and misses at the first one, 0-1. Oh, the big brass is here, so behave, Riley. 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball, 1-1. He's so important, he rarely shows up anymore. You know, he usually sends his minions to take care of us. Maddie Bell to follow, then the top of the order, Savannah Grigsby for the Wolverines here. And that one pops out of the glove, but I don't think it mattered because it was a ball outside anyway. 2-1 on Lily Cruz. Lipinski, he was giving up one, hit the double to Hamilton. She has struck out 3. So 21 Savage, huh, Riley? Okay. 2-1 pitch misses outside, 3-1 to Cruz, batting in the number 8 spot for the Wolverines on the mound. Freshman out of Lakeport. 3-1 on the way. Right down the middle, fouled back to the screen. And it's full at 3-2 to open up the top of inning number 3. 1-2 here from Becky Rustfield, concluding the regular season for the Beavers in the Big 8 Conference. They stand right now at 13-6. Cruz takes down low for a ball. Opens up with the walk, and that'll bring up Maddie Bell, number 9 hitter out of Granite Bay. Just a freshman, batting 157. 3 runs batted in. Might want to look to see her sacrificing here. At top of the order, Savannah Grigsby is next. Bell shows bunt, bunts at it, bunts it foul over toward her own on-deck circle. And it is 0-1 on Maddie. We're in number 2. They also have Maddie Reed, who wears number 3. Very confusing. 2 Maddies together like that. Shows bunt again, pops it up back to the screen, and it'll hit the screen, so it's 0-2. Okay, 2 Maddies and 2 Mallories. That's okay. That works. That's fine. 0-2 on Maddie Bell. She squibs it out towards second. Caught by Williams. Flips it to first, but the runner is standing on first base. That's Lily Cruz. So Kai Williams with a nice snag out at second base to retire Maddie Bell, and that'll bring up Savannah Grigsby for her second time. She was a strikeout victim back in the first inning.
Number 11, shortstop, Savannah Grigsby.
The shortstop out of Rockland, California. She looks at bunt and lets it go. It's a strike. Jennifer Wiley popping up. She was thinking maybe Lily Cruz was taken off, but Cruz stayed put. It's 0-1 on Grigsby with Whitney Montoya to follow. Shows bunt again, bunts it down the third base line, picked up and gunned over to first by Paredes. That's a nice play. Got it to Kai Williams for the out. Cruz will go down to second base.
Number 4, left fielder Whit Montoya.
So Cruz is at second with 2 outs. Montoya, who lined soft line drive back in the first that Lindsay Paredes caught, is 0 for 1, and she fouls that one over the screen towards some unsuspecting patrons over there who are underneath their umbrellas, so they don't really care. They're just living the good life over there. Whitney had 254 on the campaign with 5 runs batted in, 11 runs scored. A 1 pitch is inside for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1. Shanna Laguerre on deck, the number 3 hitter, the designated player for the Wolverines in this game 1 of a doubleheader. 1-1 pitch. Slice foul. Again, in almost the same spot and almost the same umbrella. Actually, I think it hit one of the umbrellas over there, Riley. Get the umbrella cam over there, will you? Stone said we're going to just start blowing out the cost, so I want you to buy an umbrella cam and put it on over there. 1-2 to Montoya. Lifts it out toward left field. Coming on is Theodoro. Can't make the play, and it gets out of her glove. That's going to score a run. The throw is not in time. It's an RBI single for Montoya. Cruz scores. Great try by Theodoro, but she could not make the play. And it's 3-2 now in favor of the Beavers. And it'll bring up Cece Laguerre, who struck out her first time up.
Number 8 DP, Cece Laguerre.
John Theodoro might have a chance at that one. It just died in front of her. Laguerre fouls it off. 0-1. So the Wolverines come back strong after giving up 3. They scored 1, then they gave up 3. Now they scored another one. Line foul. Almost took the third base coach's head off, and he comes up ostensibly to give instruction, but I think it's to say, hey, you and I are good, right? I mean, come on. I think it's okay. Laguerre hitting .290. She has 8 runs batted in on the season. She's out of Roseville. Another freshman. A lot of freshmen on the Wolverine squad here today. There's a steal attempt. The throw down in second is in time. The tag is made. A great throw by Wiley. A good tag out there by Haynes. And Montoya is thrown out trying to steal, but not before she drives in a run. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Beavers on top, 3-2.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I'm not. I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that.
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
Bottom of inning number 3 for the Beavers. Felicia Lipinski, Kayla Adams, and Lindsay Paredes against Lily Cruz, who got on base and scored the second run of the game for the Wolverines back in the top of the third. And she faces Lipinski, who popped out her first time up. She hits it right back up the middle, off Cruz's leg, picked up by the third baseman, throw to first, not in time. It gets away, but Lipinski's going to stay put. She'll get herself an infield single. That's the 4th hit. Make sure Cruz is okay as that ball went off her leg. Picked up over there by Bell, who made a nice throw over to first base, and they're going to check and make sure that Lily Cruz is okay. As Taylor Martinez will go out and check it out. The throw to first got away, but it was a little bit too late anyways. Lipinski got the base hit. That one was headed right up the middle until it hit Cruz's leg. So they'll make sure Lily is all right before we continue with Kayla Adams, who struck out her first time up. No activity. Actually, I think some movement going on in the bullpen for the Wolverines. Again, Lily Cruz, looking up on the stats, is not on the stat sheet for the season on the mound, so making her debut that's my summation. That's what I figured out. I'm no Columbo. Here's Kayla Adams. She has been hot, but she was struck out in the first inning by Lily Cruz. Conference play, 413, 6 home runs, 21 runs batted in for Kayla Adams. And she takes that one outside. Lipinski with a very good lead. And they gave her second base. The throw must have gone into the dugout. So that's going to have to be charged an error on the throw then. So Lipinski at second base. Adams swings and misses at a pitch that was up in the air. And she is 1-1. That's the same pitch on the inside half as she struck out on back in the first inning. It's 1-1 on Kayla. Out of Rockland, a sophomore honored today on Sophomore Day. Along with Savannah Haynes and Maddie Demon. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lindsay Paredes on deck. Outside, nice play behind the plate by Missoff to keep that one from going back to the screen. And as Riley reminds me in his best Richard Nixon fashion, it's 2-2. So Adams takes it outside, 3-2. Good pitch, but a little bit outside. And a good eye for Kayla Adams. 3-2. The Wolverine outfield playing a little deeper than they have in the past couple of innings.
Maybe you're like best friends or something. It's usually like your closer friends. Yeah.
Adams swings and fouls that one off. That one might have been eyeing outside, but she's leaving nothing to chance. And eventually got the bat and made some contact and spoiled it. And she got another chance at 3-2. Lipinski at second, nobody out here in the third. Fouls it off again. Kayla's getting some pretty good swings at these. We've seen her make some pretty good contact all season, as befitting the 413 average in conference and 418 overall, and 8 home runs. Swing and a miss. She is down on strikes. Cruz strikes her out for the second time. Here's Lindsay Paredes, who walked her first time up. Lindsay for the year, 419 for conference, 314. 10 home runs, 4 of which have come in Big 8 conference play, and she's up here with a chance to do something for the Beavers in the bottom of the third. They have the 1-run lead at 3-2. Takes high for a ball, 1-0. There goes a delayed steal. Lipinski to third, and she's in there ahead of the tag. Timed it perfectly on Mussoff's throw back to the pitcher, and she's head first into third to get that much closer to the 4th run for the Beavers. Paredes now with a 1-ball, no strike count. Addie Susag on deck. Lindsay takes outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Good location by Lily Cruz right there. Tough to do something with that pitch. One ball, 1 strike on Lindsay. Pops it up down the first base line. Diving try, and what a catch by Mallory Hamilton to retire Paredes. A diving catch in foul territory by Hamilton. Huge play for the Wolverines. And with 2 outs, Addie Susag will be the hitter. So Lipinski was at second with nobody out, and the 2 biggest hitters for the Beavers. And now she's at third, but now 2 outs. And Addie Susag, who sacrificed her first time up, will be the hitter. She has 11 runs batted in. 7 of those are in conference. That's outside. He gets away. Here comes Lipinski. The throw will not get her. She'll score on the wild pitch. It's a big run right there, and Lipinski made it happen pretty much on her own. And the Beavers grab the 4-2 lead. Susag takes ball one. So Beavers answer the run that the Wolverines put up. They kick it back to a 2-run advantage. Susag takes outside 2-0. Lipinski with that delayed steal of third, huge in that run scoring. She scored her 37th run of the season and 19th in conference. Susag gets it down the third base line, foul. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Addie out of Whitney High School, another freshman. Both teams full of freshmen here, so we'll see a lot of these faces probably back here next year. At a 271 on the season. Takes outside and low, 3-1. She's followed in the lineup by Kai Williams. Three balls, 1 strike on Susag. 2 outs, bottom of inning number 3 from Becky Rustfield. She takes high, ball 4. That's the second walk for Lily Cruz. She's also hit a batter. So with 2 outs and a runner on, Kai Williams, who sacrificed her first time up. She moved Paredes from second to third with 2 outs, but it was critical because the base hit that followed probably wouldn't have scored her from second. Kai takes outside, and that'll get away. Going down to second is Susag on the wild pitch. So some free bases given up by the Wolverines in this inning. And that puts Susag at second base, and Mussoff's going to go out and talk to Lily Cruz. Don't know if she's been getting crossed up or if it's just location causing the wild pitch here. But she'll have a word with her pitcher. And Savannah Grigsby will mosey on in from shortstop to put in her 2 cents. Kyle Williams out of Rio Linda. Again, a great story. Was a point guard on the basketball team. And one day we looked up and she's out in center field for the softball team. As the numbers dwindled down a little bit low and she's filled in, she's also played second base for Coach Delgado. Still kind of getting used to softball at this level, but she's been a valuable contributor. 1 ball, no strikes. She shows a bunt, and it's a strike. One ball, 1 strike on Kai. 235 overall for the freshman. Takes high and inside, 2-1. No activity right now in the Wolverines bullpen as the freshman left-hander Lily Cruz working in the bottom of inning number 3, giving up 4 hits and 4 runs so far. Williams takes high, low and outside. She's worked the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Savannah Haynes in the on-deck circle. Wolverines won in the second. Beavers came back with 3. Wolverines scored in the top of this inning. The Beavers have scored once already in the bottom and a 3-1 count on Kai Williams. She lifts it foul over to our right. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the Beavers second baseman. I kind of like Tim's hat. I think I need one of those, Coach. Yeah, that's a sharp-looking hat right there. That's what they only give the big guys. The big wigs get those hats. Full count pitch, swung on and missed, and Cruz gets another strikeout, her second of the inning, but not before the Beavers score once. We go to the 4th. Beavers on top, 4-2.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
See, that was just Drake, Riley. The other one was 21 Savage and Drake. That was just Drake, okay? Top of inning number 4, CeCe Laguerre will start us off. She takes a ball, 1-0. She was at the plate when Montoya was thrown out trying to steal second. In the top of the third inning, she struck out her first time up, did CeCe, back in the first. Bensky delivers it, it's fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Laguerre will be followed by Mallory Hamilton and Iris Perez. 3, 4, and 5 for the Wolverines here in the top of inning number 4. Beavers 4, Wolverines 2. Again, back and forth affair the last time these two teams met, and much of the same here today in game 1 of the doubleheader. Laguerre swings and misses. 1-2. Lipinski with a 1.43 ERA in conference already has given up 2 runs in this game. But she leads at 4-2. Laguerre swings and misses. Pops out of the glove of Wiley. She throws it down to Kayla Adams. And 1 out here in the 4th, and Mallory Hamilton, who had belted a double. So we got a baseball flying over here somehow. Somebody just hit a ball in batting practice 700 feet, or someone just threw it over here. And it doesn't matter. Here's Mallory Hamilton. 1 hop the fence in left field, her first time up for a double. And she lines that one foul down the third base line. Defensively, Jill Theodoro's in left. Haley Hunt's in center. It's Addie Susag in right. Lindsay Paredes at third. Savannah Haynes at short. Kai Williams over at second base. And Kayla Adams at first with Jennifer Wiley behind the plate. And Felicia Lipinski on the mound for the Beavers. 0-1 on Hamilton. Thought about it, didn't go. It's outside in the tie. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice day out here. A little breezy. I'm going to say a little breezy. Got a lot of balloons. Got a lot of stuff going on. That's hit out into left field. It's a foul ball. Theodora's going to chase it, and she's not going to catch it. So it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think you call that bunting or something when you wrap it around like that, and kind of, ribbons and stuff and balloons for sophomore day. Just 3 sophomores, so each sophomore gets their own couple of balloons. I think everybody gets their own balloons. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that's popped up. That may be fair. Now it's foul. There goes Haynes. Gets it in the sun, and she battles the sun and gets it as she crosses over into foul territory. Savannah Haynes with an excellent play right there, battling the elements, as it were, to make the catch and retire Hamilton. 2 outs here in the 4th, and Iris Perez, who sacrificed her first time up. Center fielder batting at .250 on the season out of El Dorado Hills, and she takes a ball, 1-0. Wolverines 3-15 in conference play, but part of that's because they're playing in a really tough conference. Hit back over the middle, knocked off Williams' glove, and it's going to be an infield hit for Iris Perez. Lisa Lipinski almost had it, it came by her, and Williams almost had it when it went by her. And Perez has herself a hit, the 3rd hit of the game for the Wolverines. And here's Anna Jernigan, who had a sacrifice pop-up her first time up. She hit a short pop-up into right field, and Williams went out and made the catch. And the runner able to score from third. That was Mallory Hamilton. 0-1 on Jernigan. Picked up that RBI, her 8th of the season. She's hitting at .295. Out of West Sack, she slices that one foul off the screen. And it's quickly 0-2 on Hannah Jernigan. Beavers and the Pirates from Modesto at 2 o'clock over on Beaver Field to our left, to the west, if you want to go that way. It's a big game, too. That's check swing, fouled out of play. Coach Doug Jumale talking about the Big 8 Conference may get multiple teams in the playoffs, so every game really, really important to every team in that conference. Jernigan takes the ball. Nice play by Wiley down to second base. The tag is put on it. She is out. What a beautiful play by Jennifer Wiley behind the plate. She throws out Perez. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Beavers on top, 4-2.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
Bottom of the fourth inning here from, where are we? Becky Russ Field. I was just listening to Travis Scott with Gunna. Riley, I'm just kind of into the beat right now because Matt keeps throwing the playlist at me, and he's throwing me the hip-hop playlist, and I am into it. It's embedding in me now. Savannah Haynes will start us off in the bottom of the fourth against the left-hander Lily Cruz, the freshman out of Lakeport. Then Jill Theodoro and the top of the order, Jennifer Wiley, outside for a ball. Savannah Haynes with the big RBI single back in the second inning, in which the Beavers scored 3 times on 3 two-out hits by Haynes, Theodoro, and Wiley, the top 3 in this inning. Savannah's 12th run bat in of the season. She takes outside 2-0 and 8th in conference play for the sophomore, honored today on Sophomore Day. The shortstop out of Casa Roble. 2 balls and no strikes from Lily Cruz. Hammers that one foul to our right, so it's 2-1. Good crowd out here checking it out. Sierra bleachers are full over there. Right below us is pretty full, and then down the third baseline, it's mostly umbrellas. Again, the umbrella cam, and a pop-up too. We got pop-ups and umbrellas. We need to get the cams over there, Riley. 2-1 pitches outside. I'm call Dad and tell him, hey Stones, when you're on the way out here, pick up a couple of umbrella cams. You just go to the Home Depot or something. Just ask them, where's the umbrella cams? They'll help you. They're very helpful people over there. Or go to the Ace Hardware in Madison Avenue. That's a good one. 3-1 pitch, swings and fouls it back. 3-2. I think they're out in Madison Avenue, Ace Hardware. They got everything over there. Full count on Haynes. Theodoro to follow. Check swing, and it's outside. Haynes. They appeal to first base, no swing. Good at bat by Savannah Haynes. She's at first with nobody out, and here's Jill Theodoro, who fouled off about a half dozen down the right side before she finally zeroed in on a base hit to right field her last time up and got the RBI, her 10th of the season, her 4th of conference play. Thinking she might be setting it down here, and so does Maddie Bell at third base, and so does Mallory Hamilton at first base. She does not square. She hits a little squibber out there, picked up at second base. Nice play over there by Rossi, who covered a lot of ground and flipped it back to Hamilton for the out. It works the same as a sacrifice. Just moving to second is Savannah Haynes. And almost snuck it through there, did Jill. But Rossi was up to the task, and she made the play. The backhand flip to Hamilton covering results in the out. Haynes at second base. Here's Jennifer Wiley, who has been hit by a pitch and clubbed an RBI double back in inning number 2. So she's 1 for 1 with that RBI. She fouls that one back to the screen, 0-1. RBI number 6 in conference, number 21 overall. It's the third of a string of 3 straight hits for the Beavers with 2 outs in the second with their big 3-run rally. They added another one in the third and threatening to do so here in the fourth with Haynes at second base. Wiley swings and misses. 0-2. Lily Cruz has gotten a lot of swing and misses from the Beaver hitters here today. She's given up 4 hits, but she has gotten a lot of swings and misses. 0-2 now on Wiley. Popped up. Going to be a tough play, and it will hit the screen over by the on-deck circle. Giving chase was Missoff and Hamilton. So it's still 0-2 on Jennifer Wiley, freshman out of Union Mine High School, hitting .333 in conference and .346 overall for the Beavers in a very impressive freshman season. Swings and misses, and Cruz has another strikeout. That is 4 strikeouts for Lily Cruz with 2 outs here in the 4th, and Kaylee Hunt, the hitter, she has popped out to second, or flied to short right and flied to center. So Kaylee is 0 for 2. She still has Savannah Haynes out at second base. That is outside Felicia Lipinski, the number 3 hitter on deck. Kaylee Hunt out of Bella Vista High, another sophomore, or another freshman. 274 overall, 220 in conference. It's a sharp grounder down to first. Hamilton is up to the task, steps on the bag, and gets a impressive inning for Cruz. We'll go to the 5th. Beavers up 4-2.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of inning number 5 from Becky Rustfield. Mark the Phantom Low, Riley the engineer, DJ Mack, and Matt Pearson is our staff inside the press box. Hannah Jernigan, who was at the plate when Perez was thrown out trying to get to second, will start out with a sharp grounder out toward Williams. Kai, nice play out there. She knocks it down and goes over to Adams for the out. Jernigan hit it solidly, but Kai Williams up to the task. And with 1 out, Mariah Frassi will be the hitter.
For 6th, second baseman, Mariah Frassi.
Mariah struck out her first time up in the second inning, so she is 0 for 1 in this one. Out of Orland, California, and she takes a strike, 0-1. She's followed by Lily Cruz, the pitcher. 6, 7, and 8 for the Wolverines here in the 5th. Line drive, Williams is right there, makes the catch. Frassi hit it hard, but Williams perfectly positioned. That's one of those where you see it coming at you, and it's coming right at you, so you got to kind of wait for it to get there. And she waited and caught it. 2 outs, and Lily Cruz, who walked and scored back in the 3rd, will be the hitter. Left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher. Swings and misses.
Yeah, I was looking at Mazda's.
0-1 on Lily. Fouls that one back to the screen, so it's quickly 0-2 on the freshman.
Cute thing too. It also has my sunroof. I don't know why sunroof has become a make or break. I've gone from having manual crank windows to now I need a sunroof.
Pass ball inside, 1-2. Lipinski turns around, looks out at center field to think that one over. Comes back for the 1-2 pitch.
Well, if I can get a car that I absolutely love.
Outside, 2-2. That one not quite so close. So Cruz evens the count. She's followed by Maddie Bell, the number 9 hitter. 2-2. Thank you, Riley. The great Riley Nixon. By the way, that was Jay-Z last time in the music. That's fouled off by Cruz over toward the baseball field. They have not started the activities over there yet. They're still 50 minutes away.
They're crazy, especially on the first level where all the athletes are.
2-2 to Cruz.
And since it would be a bigger
High, ball 3. Good at bat again by Lily Cruz. She got the walk the first time on a 3-2 pitch, which was close. And she's worked at the 3-2 again. Line down the left field line, slicing foul. Theodora with the pursuit, but the urgency is removed as it's a foul ball. So she'll take her time, get it in, and we'll do it again, 3-2. Lily Cruz pitching and batting 8th here today for the Wolverines.
because it was very tiny.
3-2 pitch fouled off and out of the glove of Jennifer Wiley, so Cruz will get another chance at 3-2. Sophomore day for the Beavers here. It'll probably be sophomore day next Thursday when we're back over at Beaver Field for the Beavers and Casinos River. 3-2 pitches fouled off right over this time by the Beavers dugout. And there may be a little bad blood there. I don't think so, but that got people moving around in the dugout. That'll be at 2 p.m. first pitch on Thursday on these same YouTube channels, ARC Athletics and Stones Broadcast Networks. Final game of the regular season for the ARC Beavers baseball squad with manager/coach Doug Jumele. 3-2 to Cruz, swing and fouled off again, back to the screen. So a pitcher's battle when one of the pitchers is the hitter, and the other pitcher, I think, leads off the bottom of the 5th. So got both pitchers, hitters. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. 3-2 again. Fouled off again. Three and 2 on Lily Cruz. 2 outs in the top of inning number 5. Beavers on top 4-2. 3-2 pitches high, ball 4. So Cruz works a walk. A really, really good at bat by the freshman. She's on first for the second time and brings up the number 9 hitter, Maddie Bell. Popped out to second her first time up.
Number 2, third baseman Maddie Bell.
Maddie slices it foul down the right field line. 0-1 on Maddie Bell. Freshman out of Granite Bay. Savannah Grigsby, the top of the order on deck. Cruz at first with 2 outs. Bell swings and misses. Fouled it off, actually, and popped out of the glove of Wiley, so it's 0-2. Dead ball called by the umpire. It's been pretty much on it all day. I think even Riley would agree. The umpire's been pretty much on it all day. Riley does agree, of course. That is called strike 3 on the outside corner. Bell is retired. 4th strikeout for Lipinski. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 5. Beavers on top 4-2.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of inning number 5 now. Riley, that's Nickelback. And I know they get a bad rap, but I don't think they're that bad. What are your thoughts on Nickelback? They're kind of funny? Okay, I'm sorry I even asked. They're kind of funny. Okay, all right. Felicia Lipinski, then Kayla Adams and Lindsay Paredes, 3, 4, and 5 against Lily Cruz. Here in the bottom of inning number 5, Cruz just 4 hits allowed in this one as the Beavers lead at 4-2. Lipinski has one of those hits, an infield single off Cruz's leg back in the 3rd inning. She eventually scored on a wild pitch, the 4th run of the game for the Beavers. Felicia's 1 for 2, 364 on the season. High pop-up, it's outside of play. Tried to muscle. Look out, everybody over there. Oh, almost got the guy on the phone. I noticed that most people almost get hit by pop flies at ball games are always on the phone. You notice that, Raleigh? I think you have, yeah. I know you're never on your phone. No one ever calls you. No one calls me either, really, now that I think of it. I never get, unless it's a spam or somebody trying to sell me something, which I don't answer. Lipinski takes ball 2. I really don't answer my phone even when it rings now because it's never anybody I know. And if it's somebody I know, they want me to do something, I don't want to do it. So I never answer my phone now that I think of it. Lipinski with 5 home runs on the season, 3 in conference. She's got a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Grounded down the first base, and Hamilton's right there for the out. And Lipinski is retired to open up the bottom of the 5th inning. And Kayla Adams, who so far is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Lily Cruz, will come to the plate for her 3rd attempt. Home run on Tuesday for Kayla Adams, her 8th of the season. And 6th in conference, but she is 0 for 2 here today against Lily Cruz. She hits one out to right center field. Giving chase is Perez, and that's going to hit defense on a hop. Coming to second. Adams is going for 3. The throw is cut off. The throw is high. It gets away. Does it go into the dugout? No, it doesn't. It goes up against the dugout. Adams delivers a triple with 1 out here in the 5th inning, and that felt good for Kayla Adams. Making contact, hitting it out to right center field and picking up a triple. Just the 5th hit given up by Lily Cruz. And with 1 out, she's at 3rd is Kayla Adams, and Lindsay Paredes is coming up to the plate. She has walked and scored in the 2nd, then she popped out to 1st on a great play by Mallory Hamilton back in the 3rd inning when she made a diving catch in foul territory to catch the pop-up from Paredes. Big run out there for the Beavers here in the 5th. And Paredes stepping in to try to do something about it as Adams triples with 1 out. Paredes takes inside. He gets away. Here comes Adams from 3rd. She is going to score. Kayla Adams pumped up after she manufactures that run. And the Beavers lead at 5-2. So 2 strikeouts for Adams, then a triple, and she scores on the wild pitch. 2nd run, the Beavers have scored on a wild pitch. And they lead at 5-2, and Paredes with a 1-ball, no-strike count. She fouls it off to our right. 1 ball and 1 strike with Addie Susag to follow. Wolverines outfield played shallow early, and then they got victimized by the double by Wiley back in the 2nd. They moved it back, but that one by Adams was just perfectly placed in right center. Took 1 hop and rolled to the fence outside, and to her credit, Adams wasn't stopping. She was going around 2nd and slid into 3rd and scored on the wild pitch. 2-1 on Paredes. Lindsay with 10 home runs on the season, leading the Big 8 conference in that number. Hits one out toward right, but not deep. Here comes the right fielder Jernigan on, and she'll make the catch for the out. 2 outs here in the 5th, and Addie Susag, who has sacrificed and walked, will be the hitter. Freshman out of Whitney, hitting .271 on the year. Sacrificed back in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd, made it as far as 2nd, but was stranded there when Williams struck out. So she's up for her 3rd time, but not officially as of yet. She fouls it off. Maddie Demon, a sophomore, out today. So Susag is out in right field. That is high and inside. 1-1. Kai Williams on deck for the Beavers. Scored 3 in the second inning, then 1 in the third, and have 1 here in the fifth to lead at 5-2. Game 1 of 2 here at Becky Russ Field. We got them both right here on these networks. Susag takes a strike. Good pitch, off speed, and a good location by Cruz. So 1-2 pitch on the way from Cruz. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Addie Susag. 2-2. Chuck Woolery. Peace and love, Ringo. I'm not even gonna mention yours, Riley. You do like those 2-2 counts, though. Susag gets a little blooper up the middle. Here comes the second baseman in, making the catch is Ferrazzi for the out. So 1 run on a hit for the Beavers in the fifth. We move to the sixth. They lead at 5-2.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of inning number 6 from Becky Russ Field. Felicia Lipinski out on the mound. She has given up 2 runs on 3 hits through the first 5. She has struck out 5. She has walked 2, both Lily Cruz. And the top of the order will be Savannah Grigsby, Whitney Montoya, and Cece Laguerre against Felicia as we go to the 6th inning. Grigsby has struck out and she has sacrificed. Hitting 191 coming in, but she has 15 runs batted in and 16 runs scored, so she's making things happen. The shortstop out of Rockland, California, another freshman for the Wolverines. Coach Taylor Martinez swings and misses at that first pitch, 0-1. Here for Wiley going out to chat with Felicia Lipinski after that first pitch. Kayla Adams at first, Kai Williams at second, Savannah Haynes short, Lindsay Paredes third. Theodoro left, Hunt in center, and Susag in right. Swing and miss, 0-2 on Grigsby. Jennifer Wiley behind the plate, Felicia Lipinski on the mound, trying to get her 13th conference win of the season. That lifted foul over on left field, or third base, and almost hits the big wig little golf cart convo over there. Stays 0-2 on Grigsby with Whitney Montoya to follow. That is also foul, comes out behind us. A lot of foul balls today, Riley. Again, the umbrella cam, that's the first thing I want. Now these balloons that are out here for sophomore, they keep popping themselves. And it's very disconcerting. Chopped foul again. Wolverines staying alive, making Lipinski throw a lot of pitches. Beavers really needing to win 2 here today to solidify their chances of, or just improve or enhance their chances of hosting a playoff series. They also have a chance, if they could get 2 today, to finish either tied or in first place in the Big 8 Conference when the weekend is over. Actually, the Modesto has the weekend tomorrow against Cosumnes, and they have a game next Tuesday at Delta. Still 0-2 on Grigsby. Lifts it down the left field line. That is a foul ball. So Beavers looking to win 2 here and finish the conference season at 15-6, with Modesto right now at 13-5 with 3 remaining. Oh, 2, and that's fouled at the plate. So it stays 0-2. Beavers with Theodoro playing down the line in left field. Hunt straight away and medium deep in center, and same with Addie Susag over in right against Grigsby. See, stop me if you've heard this. She just fouls another one off. Lipinski goes over to the sophomore Kayla Adams to ask for counsel on how to put her away. Figured the sophomore would know. Little slow off grounder. That's Williams on it. She's going to get her to first. Nice play by Williams with the glove flip over to Adams at first base. Had to make the play as Grigsby was getting down the line quickly. 1 out here in the 6th, and Whitney Montoya, who lined out to third base in the first and then delivered an RBI single in the third. Just hit in front of Theodore. There's a ground ball back to the mound. Lipinski grabs it, and she'll go to first for the out. Headed up the middle, but Lipinski right there. 2 outs quickly here in the 6th inning. And Cece Laguerre will be the hitter. She's a couple of strikeouts for Laguerre in this one. Comes in with an average of .290. Freshman from Roseville. Grounder out towards short. It's going to short hop as Haynes. She makes the throw, and it's over the head at first base. Goes down the line. Laguerre's going to go to second. She may think about third. The Beavers haven't got to it yet. Yes, she'll go all the way to third, and the throw's cut off. It'll be a single and an error, and Laguerre ends up at third base. First error of the day for the Beavers. And Laguerre now at third base with 2 outs. And Mallory Hamilton, who was doubled and popped out to shortstop at the plate. It wasn't really a pop out short. It was a pop up down the left field line. And Savannah Haynes went over and made a fine catch on it going into foul territory. So Hamilton 1 for 2. She has 22 runs batted in on the season. Watches that go inside and low, 1-0. Freshman out of Lincoln, California. Batting .305 coming in. 22 runs driven in. Now 11 runs scored for Hamilton. Swings and fouls that one off. Rise ball back to the screen. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Laguerre down at third base. Hamilton takes outside. A high drop right there by Lipinski. Almost got it back into the strike zone, but Wiley was stepping up to catch it anyway. 2-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to left field, but foul. Theodoro giving chase as well as she could, but it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Mallory Hamilton. Iris Perez to follow. And that is deeper and fouler, if that can be a word. I don't know, but it almost hits the Modesto guys waiting in the outfield for a batting practice in the game before. The game to our left, which will start at 2 o'clock. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inside on that hitter. Trying to put it too far inside, and Lipinski lost that one, and it hits Hamilton in the leg and showed down to first. So now first and third, the potential tying run is at the plate in the person of Iris Perez. Iris has singled and sacrificed, so she is 1 for 1. Hit a ground ball up the middle back in the fourth inning that Williams tried to flag down, knocked it down, but couldn't make a play. Perez takes a strike, 0-1. No, mate, that's outside. I thought I saw him say strike. I did not. It's 1-0. DJ Mack knew it was a ball. She put it up there. I don't know what I was thinking.
That was yeah. Well, he didn't say anything.
That one also, ball 2-0. So a little two-out rally by the Wolverines. They got the infield single and the throwing error to put Laguerre at third. Now a hit by pitch. Hamilton on a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And it's 2-0 to Iris Perez with Hannah Jernigan on deck. That one is ball 3. Jernigan has hit a sacrifice fly, and she is grounded sharply to second so far in this one. Perez takes ball 4.
He had 4 pitches straight down the middle, and all of them were balls.
So timeout as the Beavers are going to send out coach to talk to Felicia Lipinski. We had 2 quick outs here in the 6th, but then the single with the throwing error, the hit by pitch, and the walk to Perez on all 3 of those 4 pitches, close enough that Lipinski might have got a little miffed at him. And that'll bring up Jernigan, who's hitting .295. She picked up her 8th RBI of the season today, back in the 2nd inning. Hannah's a freshman out of West Sac. She represents the potential go-ahead run for the Wolverines here in the 6th inning. She had a sharp grounder out to Kai Williams back in the 5th. Everybody's done with their convos. The batter and the third base coach, the coach and the pitcher and the third baseman, the catcher and the third baseman and the pitcher. And we're ready to go here with Jernigan settling in, right-handed hitting right fielder. Comes in at .295. Fastball's in there for a strike. 0-1. Defensively in the outfield, Susag is deep in right. Medium deep in center is Hunt, and Theodoro's deep. There's a pitch. It is a ball, 1-1. Theodoro not as deep in left field. She's medium. Jernigan hits it sharply but foul down the first base line, 1-2. Addie Susag will have to run that one down, return it into the infield. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Umpire directing. Looks like we probably have a gate open down the right field line, and they're going to shut that down before we can continue, and it has been done. So we will continue. 1-2 now on Jernigan. Inside, gets away, but the runner not going to advance. It got away a little bit, and Wiley was on it quickly. Lipinski did a good job covering. Didn't get away too far, but Wiley had to go around the umpire to try to find it. So it's evened up 2-2, 2 outs. Good one, Riley, good one. Down low, ball 3. Mariah Frassi is on deck. Full count, so runners will be moving on this one. Fouled off by Jernigan. Wolverines are very good at hitting foul balls, which will really exasperate a pitcher, cause them to throw a lot more pitches, and eventually a couple of times they work the base on balls or a hit by pitch. Do it again at 3-2. Chopper out toward George, cut off by Paredes. The first for the out. Big out by the Beavers. Good play, Lindsay Paredes. No runs. 1 hit, 3 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Beavers still on top by 3.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari building.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Bottom of inning number 6. It'll be Kai Williams, Savannah Haynes, and Jill Theodoro against a new pitcher. Cece Laguerre has moved into the pitcher's circle, taking over for Lily Cruz, who went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits and 5 runs. She struck out 4, it looks like. She was largely very effective while she was in there. And Laguerre will face Williams. Williams bunts at it, fouls it off. She has sacrificed and struck out as Kai Williams. Laguerre also not listed as a pitcher in the stat sheet, so she is making her first appearance, as was Lily Cruz. Williams takes a strike, 0-2. She seems really bummed out by that call. 0-2. Watches that one go outside, 1-2. More and more pop-ups, more and more umbrellas. I tell you, you got to tell Stones to drop by, get the umbrella cam for game 2 anyway. Williams, check swing, didn't go. Nice job by Kai Williams to hold off on that one, which was outside. She evens the count at 2-2. 2-2. Williams takes high, 3-2. I tell you, Raleigh, we get too much enjoyment out of a 2-2 count. It really is odd. Really odd.
Bannon, just start calling the 2-2 count Tricky Dick. Just do it.
Matt Pearson chimes in why we don't give him a mic. 3-2 pitches hit down the third baseline. That's a foul ball with some inappropriate comment about, I don't even want to get into it. It's not a PG-13 broadcast. It's PG, Matt. Come on. I'm trying to communicate with the people out there, and you're just yelling really bad suggestions to me. And you think that I'll Ron Burgundy it and just say it, but I won't. 3-2 pitch. Williams fouls it off. Saquon Barkley makes sense. If a 2-2, now he's not number 22 though. See, if he's number 22, I could do a Saquon Barkley. Derrick Henry's not bad. That's not bad at all, though he's not in the Eagles, so I'm surprised you know who he is. Full count on Kai. Hits a line drive into right field, stays up. No, Jernigan's going to play it on a hop, go to first. Williams beats it out. That's a base hit. Thought it might stay up, but Jernigan likes to play the right field to first base card, but Williams a little bit too fast, and that'll bring up Savannah Haynes. 6th hit for the Beavers. And Savannah Haynes, who has singled in a run in the second and walked in the fourth, will be the hitter. Haynes takes high. There goes Williams. Good throw and gets through to center field. Williams might have hurt herself. She's going to take it easy at second base. The throw was in plenty of time, but a little bit too far on the right field side of second base, and Williams is safe. So now Haynes steps back in. Pitch was called ball 1. So it is 1 ball and no strikes on Savannah. Already with an RBI in this game. Haynes takes high for a ball. 2-0. Jill Theodoro, number 9 hitter, on deck. 7, 8, 9, all three have a hit for the Beavers here today. Williams, Haynes, and Theodoro. That's outside. 3-0 on Savannah Haynes, one of 3 sophomores honored today, along with Kayla Adams and Maddie Demon. Demon not in the lineup. Adams 1 for 3 with a big triple in this game 1 of 2. That is ball 4, and Haynes will take a base on balls, and she's on base for the 3rd time today, and the Beavers have runners at first and second with nobody out, and Jill Theodoro at the plate. She singled in a run back in the second and grounded to second in the 4th.
Number 4, left fielder Jill Theodoro.
Jennifer Wiley comes out on deck, the leadoff hitter for the Beavers. Beavers are coached by Lisa Delgado. Theodoro tries to bunt at it and can't get it. Williams is off at second base. Comes in center fielder Iris Perez to make her go back, and she does. Theodoro 0-1. Felix Vigil, the co-head coach, Cynthia Osik-Vera, and Brie Romero helping out over there. So it's 0-1 on Jill. She lets it go, and that one gets away. And that'll do the work for him. A wild pitch moves the runners up to second and third, and now Jill in position to deliver a couple of runs for the Beavers, who narrowly escaped a bases-loaded jam in the top of the 6th inning without allowing any runs to score for the Wolverines. Theodoro takes outside. Two and one on Jill out of Del Oro High School, another freshman. 3-1 now. In danger of loading them up for the top of the order in Jennifer Wiley. Laguerre in relief of Lily Cruz, who went the first 5 innings for the Wolverines. Theodore hits it right back to the mound. They throw it to third. They've got the runner in a rundown. And the tag is applied to Williams and throw back to third. Everybody's on third base. Somebody's out. Somebody's out. I know that because everybody's there. I think Williams is the one that will be called out. And over at first base, Theodoro has a fielder's choice. Williams is out in the rundown and bring up Jennifer Wiley. Didn't look like she was off that far when the throw went back to third, but she took off toward home plate. Wiley hit by a pitch in the first, RBI double in the second, then she struck out in the fourth, all those against Lily Cruz. Swings and misses, there goes the runner. The throw to second is going to be cut off. And Theodoro will get the stolen base. And again, it's second and third, this time with 1 out and an 0-1 count on Jennifer Wiley. Wiley comes in at 333 in conference, 346 overall. That is an off-speed pitch, beautiful in there for a strike. 0-2. Matt Pearson was talking to DJ Mack, and I do remember Madison Demon got hit by a pitch the last time we were here, so that might be why she's not in the lineup today. 0-2 on Wiley. Swings and misses. Big strikeout there by Laguerre to get Wiley. And with 2 outs, here's Kaylee Hunt. Flied to right, flied to center, grounded to first for Kaylee Hunt today. Second and third, now 2 outs. Hunt with 12 runs batted in on the season. It's a chopper out toward short. Over to first for the out by a step. That's a nice play by Grigsby at short, and a good job by Laguerre to get out of it. We go to the 7th inning. Beavers trying to close it down. They lead 5-2.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Top of inning number 7 for the Wolverines. Mariah Ferrassi will start us off, in Lily Cruz and Maddie Bell. Beavers trying to go 14-6 on the season in conference play with a win here in Game 1 and stay right behind Modesto. Rossi, who has struck out and lined out to second base, fouls that one back to the screen. It's 0-1. Sumas River at 11-7. Delta's at 12-8. They just have one game remaining next week against Modesto. That is in there for strike 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, starting off the top of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Lipinski right there, her 6th. And with 1 out, that will bring up Maddie Reed hitting in this spot, number 3. So Maddie Reed is hitting in the Cruz spot here in the 7th inning. Cruz had no official at-bats, a couple of walks, and she scored a run while she was at the plate, and Maddie Reed will come up. Takes the ball down low. Maddie Reed out of Roseville, another freshman for the Wolverines. Takes outside, quickly 2-0 on Maddie Reed. Maddie Bell is scheduled next. Takes something off that, swing and a miss, 2-1. Still pretty bit breezy out here at Becky Russ Field. Two 1 pitches hit high up in the air down the right field line, out of play over the dugout, out toward the pit out there. Doesn't go in there though. They're sending the kid after the ball. He has no idea where it is. He's going the wrong way. He's just, I mean, you can make a show out of this right there. Look at this guy. He has no idea where he's going. But one of the bicycle brigade with the neon shirts will get it for him. 2-2 pitch, outside, ball 3. Good. Put it right where Wiley wanted it, but it was a little bit outside, and the full count on Reed, the pinch hitter. Check swing, inside, ball 4. That's a good take by Reed. So the number 8 spot has walked all 3 times in the game today for the Wolverines, and Reed will go down to first base with 1 out, and Maddie Bell will be the hitter.
Number 2, third baseman Maddie Bell.
Maddie has popped out to second and struck out looking, so she is 0 for 2 in this one. Freshman from Granite Bay. Savannah Grigsby, the top of the order, on deck. 1 out here in the 7th. Swing and a miss by Bell. Paredes, Haynes, Williams, and Adams in the infield. Theodoro, Hunt, and Susag in the outfield, with Wiley behind the plate, Lipinski on the mound. Ground ball foul on an off-speed pitch. Quickly 0-2. Haven't seen any canines yet today, Riley, have you? Just one? Good day to walk the pooch out there, nice sunny day. Get the pooch some air. 0-2 pitch fouled off. Let him run a little bit, No rugby practice today, so there's nothing I can't make sense of out past the right field fence. Reed at first, 1 out. Line drive, that's a base hit. Unless Susai can get it in, and she does not. And Bell delivers a single, and the Wolverines are alive here in the top of the 7th with Savannah Grigsby, the potential tying run at the plate. Maddie Bell with a good piece of hitting right there. Lined that one sharply to right field. That is hit number 5 for the Wolverines against Lipinski, and it brings up Grigsby, who has sacrificed, struck out, and grounded out. That is a strike, 0-1. Grigsby out of Rockland, California, hitting 191 on the year with 15 runs batted in. It's a sharply but foul outside of third, and again, get to 2 strikes against the Wolverines. They foul off a couple, and they put it in play or get the base on balls, belying their 9-25 record. When we talked about it last time these two teams met, they played here because of the field conditions precluded them playing at Rockland at Sierra College, and the Beavers won a back-and-forth affair 9-6. Fouled out of play again by Grigsby. 0-2 on Savannah Grigsby. Whitney Montoya to follow. Grigsby takes strike 3 right down the middle. Strikeout number 7 for Lipinski, and now it's Whitney Montoya, who's lined to third, singled, and grounded back to the pitcher.
Left fielder Whitney Montoya.
Whitney with 254 coming in, 5 runs driven in, 11 runs scored. That one's fouled back to the screen. She got an RBI back in the second inning, or excuse me, the third inning. They give her 6 on the season. Whitney out of El Dorado Hills. She is a sophomore, a rarity amongst the Sierra College Ball Club. 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. CC Laguerre, the DP, turned pitcher, on deck. 1-1 to Montoya. That is strike 2. I thought so. I just was waiting for the umpire to make it official. Good location from Lipinski on Montoya to make it 1-2. That's outside. Nicely gloved by Jennifer Wiley. Makes it 2-2. Two and two now. Lifted, guess what? Foul outside of left side there, trying to get over to the baseball field in time for the first pitch over there, which is still 7 minutes away. They're probably doing that meeting at the plate now, Riley, that takes six weeks as they go over the ground rules for the 50th time. 2-2 to Montoya. Chopped, foul. Over by the Beavers dugout. Paredes runs it down, and we'll do it again with Lipinski. If we had a crack statistical staff, I would have them figure out how many foul balls the Wolverines hitters have not put into play today. 2-2 pitch hit. That one's fair. Paredes has it. Go over to first. That's your ball game. Beavers. It was a struggle, but Felicia Lipinski throws a 5-hitter, picks up the win, her 17th of the season, 13th in conference play. Our final, American River College Beavers 5, the Sierra College Wolverines 2. The Beavers improved to 21-13-1 and 14-6 in conference play. They'll conclude their conference regular season in about 35 minutes or so with the second game of this doubleheader. For Mark the Phantom Low, for Rye the Engineer, for DJ Mack, for Matt Pearson, hopefully you'll join us in about 35 minutes. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you then.
It seems to stand in my way, 'cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties, and I wouldn't wanna break them. I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just